When you say to someone M4, people usually go, not another one. There's so many, they're so popular. But this one's great. This is mine. Hi, thanks for watching my YouTube channel and this video about my G&G combat machine with blowback. If you're looking at YouTube videos of guns, you're probably looking because you're thinking about buying one. Maybe you're new to airsoft. What you've got to remember, I guess, is that all airsoft guns do exactly the same thing. They all shoot BBs at your opponents. If you're looking to buy a gun, things you've got to look out for is, do you like the design and does it suit you? What I mean by that is that something like this, the M4, is a really popular design. Everybody wants an M4, certainly in black. They're easy, they're light, they're durable, they're versatile, and they're easy to upgrade. They also have loads of attachments and loads of bits that you can stick with it, magazines and such like that. Other guns I've owned don't have quite so much, so it's a bit harder to look after them. These guns are easy to take apart, there's not many parts to them, and they're so readily and so cheap that it's easy to look after. I'm going to talk you a bit through this gun and just give you an idea whether or not it's a good gun to buy. Personally, I think it's a fantastic gun. It's really good in game scenario because it's so small and light. So what you're looking at here again is you've got your pull, your cocking handle at the top. Again, you put it back and it does the release. This bolt here is the silver bolt, is where you get the blowback. This is the thing that goes backwards and forwards to make it feel like a real gun. The green dots, or the green dial you can see, is your hopper. We'll go into that a bit later. This is your trigger select, so you've got semi and full automatic. Again, on the same on most guns. A great click. I don't know why people say that. Again, safe on the side. To release to open the gun up, there's a bolt on the side which you knock through, and one further forward. Not that. That's actually the magazine release. Sorry. So most of these guns as well, have a look at what space there inside them, because some of them are really compact with batteries. The M4, this M4 certainly, with the front space here, takes a huge battery and you can put anything in there. I'm running nickel batteries, but that's only because I was given them when I bought this gun. Actually, the LiPo battery would be a better one to take, and I think all airsoft will take the 7.4 LiPo battery. Luckily you don't have to do this in game because I'm not only incompetent but I'm slow and I still don't quite get it in properly. By putting the button on the back releases the plastic polymer grip and then place the battery inside. Your stock is 6 spaces, same as pretty much everything, and most guns have that unless they're a static stock. And there's a hole in the bottom of the line. Sling points on this one, you have 2 sling points, one on the back stock, one on the front. And again, that's so you can either have a 1 or 2 point sling, which I'll go into a bit later on as well. You can also put you can put a sling on there. This part here, don't play with this, don't touch that. I undid it. It basically takes the motor away from the gears. When I tried putting the screw back in again, it wouldn't engage, which meant I had to then buy a whole brand new one because I threaded it. Trust me, don't do it. So your mag release is a button on the side. When you press it and your mag comes out, it does actually fall out though. Again, just click it back in, give it a tap, and it's ready to go. Again, to adjust the stock, what I suggest is hold it up in front of you, bring it out to where it sits into the side of your arm, and then when you pull it round, it should be comfortable under your armpit. Put it out there, and then just sling it around. Again, this one has a rail on the top, so you can adjust different sights on here. With an M4, you don't need long distance, you don't need a scope. Something like this is much better with a red dot. The sight on the front, big V shape, is attached to the gun and isn't easily removed. Actually, it's fairly iconic, so I don't know why you would. A flash card in the front, again, doesn't come off on that one. And this is for a bayonet. I never got that close. Maybe I'm just too old and too heavy. Again, just going through the magazines. Magazines are really down to you. Some people like the smaller magazines, they can keep changing it. Again, I don't. This one holds up to 400 BBs. There's a clip on the side which you pull back and load it up through this hole here. Once all your BBs are in, you clip over the bottom and you pull a string. This increases the tension on the spring, which means that you can then fire practically all 400 rounds without having to try and pull a lever or turn something or pull a wheel at the bottom of your magazine. For me, it's just because when I'm in combat, I want to know the gun's ready and it's going to fire when I need it to. Put it back in. You don't need to do that, it's just it sounds great and you're ready to go. Downside to one of these magazines, it's noisy, whereas one with a pre-tension spring where you load from a speed loader at the top, it's much quieter. So if you're going stealthy, but you're probably not with an M4 because you're going close to range. It's a nice looking gun, it's iconic. What can you ask? Again, your hop up unit's just here, and again rotate it left or right, and that increases or lowers your hop, which means the ball goes up higher or lower. This is my sling on here, which I use a 2-point sling, and the reason being is it's just easier to hold and to play with, and also between games just to sling over your shoulder and not to fear. I did 3 takes on this one just to see if I can make it look good, and I seem to have left all 3 in. Maybe I think I'm John Wayne or something. Again, wearing it on the front so you can your hands are free. And if you have engaged in the enemy and then you need to engage with your sidearm, you can just flick it over your shoulder, keep it out of the way. The thing about this one is it's slower to bring back to you, so it's not the best way if you're in game, but obviously when you do like this is the one stock or the 1 point on the sling. The problem with this one is then the gun waves around by your leg, knocking you if you're running. It also can hit things and you can potentially break your barrel. The button on this one does do something, on not all M4s it does, but this releases the spring. If you're not going to use the gun for a while, press it. It just stops your spring from having tension and losing power. Again, most rigs that you buy will accommodate the M4 magazine. This one has 6 pouches, and then pouch at the top for sidearm. These need to be easily pulled out and attached to your gun, which I'll demonstrate not how to do. Not how to do, or not how to speak. Again, pulling the magazine out, making sure you know which way it's facing, make sure you know where the hole is, and you take it for absolutely no reason. Let's try that again. That's not a world record by far. I'm new, what can I suggest? Attachments, I've put a scope on there. I wouldn't use it, it's not long range. Again, something like a foregrip. This one's got a bipod built in. They say if you have a foregrip, then it can drag the gun down when you're holding it. I used to hold mine really by the barrel. Or something like this is brilliant because then you're just holding it properly and still keeping the barrel up. Okay, so I did film this sideways thinking I can change it around and I can't, so bear with me. I apologise if at the end of this video you have a crink neck, you can sue. Shooting single shots, firing this on 0.2 BBs. It's coming out at around about 330 feet per second FPS. Okay, I want to show you my garden. Again, I filmed it sideways. Sorry, and I don't shoot my daughter in the making of this movie. No children were hurt in the making of this film. So my garden is about 100, or I'm shooting about 130 foot here. I'm going to use the bottom target, not the top one. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. Keep interested, keep watching, please subscribe, and please like this video because no one else does. Thank you. The M4 G&G combat machine. Would I buy it? Hell yes, I would. Thank you for watching. See you soon. I will get better videos and I won't have any more side views either. Thank you. Subscribe.